Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today is all about skincare for the holidays. I have some amazing skincare, including some pretty pricey skincare devices with savings and codes. And all of those codes I'll talk about here, and they will all also be listed below because it's kind of a lot to keep track of. I'm glad to have you here. Don't forget that you can also come see me over on Instagram, TikTok, and on Threads. All right, let's get started. I have to start by admitting to you that I get a lot of brands asking to send me skincare products. Skincare is a really big industry. And as you know, I don't do a ton of skincare videos. This is all for transparency here. The reason I don't do a lot of skincare videos is I don't like changing up my skincare. I have a few brands that I work with. I talk about them all the time, and they're really the only ones I use. So testing out new skincare products is not my favorite thing to do because I don't always think it's great for the skin. And that means that I can't give it enough testing time to talk to you guys about it adequately and honestly. So what I have gathered here is a group of the products I did try over the past 6 months or so. Honestly, it's taken me a long time, and that I like, and that I do wholeheartedly recommend. For every one that I accepted in terms of PR, and I do have a lot of PR here at the table in front of me, for every one I counted, I have rejected 3 or 4. There's a lot of skincare out there. And some of it is great and I'm missing out on it, but I just don't have the time to test it. So today we're going to talk about the ones that I have tested, many of which I have savings on, including some of these very expensive Foreo and CurrentBody skin products that would make wonderful holiday gifting. And I'm going to get you some great savings on them. So let's start by talking about a bunch of them. First thing I want to do is talk about a little tiny company that I'm wearing today called BloomEffects. This is a Dutch company that is making skincare using tulips. I had to have them send something to me. It sounded so cool. And it is really nice. I'm wearing it on my cheeks and lips right now, the product I picked up, which is the tulip tint. But they have BloomEffects has a bunch of skincare. I chose this because I wanted to test it out. It's just really lovely. It's kind of a pinkish color. More like a kind of a pink red. I'll put a little bit there. It looks like a hot pink, but on the lips and cheeks, it's just a little bit of a flush, and it's made with this kind of tulip power, which I thought was really cool. So that's the first thing. I am wearing it right now in this video. I'm not wearing very much makeup really at all because it's a skincare video, but I do have this on my lips and cheeks, and it's a really nice kind of everyday flush. I wear this a lot on no makeup days. I've really been enjoying it, and I do have a code for 20% off if you want to try some tulip powered skincare. That is down below with my code Not Fit for Print Beauty. Again, that's here on the screen, but it will all be down below in the description bar. So that's a fun one. I also want to talk about a company called BeautifiedYou. They're offering 27% off. That's right, not 20% off, not 25% off, but 27% off to everybody who uses code Rebecca20. And they are really good. They are a site that has a lot of multi-brand beauty like Murad, Perricona MD, Philosophy, SK2. They have Strivectin. They have men's and women's skincare and beauty products. They even have some cosmetics as well, and 27% off. So if you need to stock up on anything around the holidays, I do have that code Rebecca27 for 27% off, and that is down below in the description bar for you. They are a great store. They have so many brands. So I've been impressed with them as well. Okay, let me talk to you about Versed. Versed was so sweet. They sent me the little, look, I can be like I can be a true influencer now and keep my hair out of my face. But I feel so like TikTok with this on, that they sent this to me. They're sweethearts. They have something really cool that I've been enjoying. I've been enjoying their eye cream a lot. And a lot of people ask me about eye cream and which ones I prefer. I've been really enjoying the Versed eye cream. But my favorite thing that Versed sent me is this body lotion. Let me talk to you about it. There's no weird scent. There's no thing about it. But what it has that I love is it has SPF 20. So I like to put this on my hands, elbows, arms. In California, you're always driving around. We're often in short sleeve shirts, you know, and if you live in a warm climate, or if you're coming into something, you know, depending on the hemisphere that you're in. I know in Australia, you're coming into summer, and of course in Asia and New Zealand and such. But this has SPF 30 in the hand, and in the body lotion it has an SPF 30, which is a really nice SPF, and I feel like I'm kind of moisturizing and SPFing at the same time. So I like this a lot from Versed. We're going to get to the really expensive stuff. This is super cool. So this brand is called Necessaire or Necessarie, and it's everywhere. They have their own website there at Sephora, but I've really been enjoying their body wash, I love this. My daughters keep stealing this for me. This is also their body lotion is really nice. But what I've really been enjoying from this brand, and that is a hand retinol. I love this. They have a hand retinol and a hand cream, and you use one followed by the other. And it is indeed a hand retinol. That means it's really good for the skin on the hands. Retinol, as you know, when we use it on our face, is good for little fine lines, keeping the skin firm, and a lot of people use prescription retinol, but retinol can work on our hands as well. And until I got this product, I would always take what was left of my skincare retinol on my face, kind of try to rub it onto my hands. But this you can put all over the hands. It's really nice as a treatment. I use it morning and night. I just kind of rub it into the hands, and then I put their hand cream unscented over the top of it. Very, very nice products, and they're getting to be available everywhere. So I just thought I would mention that as well. Now, speaking of hands, I want to get into some of the pricier products that we have here too. And the first, Foreo has this new Bear2 device, or Foreo from Sweden. I don't know if you are a fan of Foreo like I am. I use their cleansers all the time, and I have worked with the brand before. They were kind enough to send this to me. I really like their little cleansings. I love theirs. I use it all the time at night when I suds up my face. But this is the Bear2, and this is a really cool product, okay? This retails for around $400. So before you shriek, let me tell you that they are currently going to be offering 50% off. And then if you use the code BECCA5, again, this is all going to be below, you'll get 5% more off. So 55% off. Wait till I tell you what this does, and I won't do it justice, but I still want to talk to you about it. I use this as like it's basically like, I guess you could call it a facelift, a one-time purchase facelift in a box. It does work. It uses 4 types of microcurrents to tone 69 muscles in the face and the neck, and Lord knows I need it. Stress, aging, pollution, all of these things really wreak havoc on our skin. This is really cool. You download a app on your phone. You can use it without the app, but you can also use it with the app, and it tells you what to do. You can do, this reduces wrinkles and lines in about a week, but it can also lift your cheekbones. It emphasizes your jawline and relieves sagging, and pores and pigmentation it promises to help reduce as well. It uses advanced microcurrents and tapping microcurrents, sculpting microcurrents, and T-sonic pulsations, which is something that Foreo has done a lot of work and a lot of science and research into. For $59, you can get the serum. Now, it doesn't matter what serum you use. Foreo's great about saying that, but they do make one called Serum. So you need to use like a water-based serum to help with the currents and help them kind of attach onto something. So they sent me the serum, and I've been using that with it. So let me just kind of show you. This is not a full routine that I'm showing you here, but once you attach this to the app, you can use it with the app for it kind of guides you, which I like and I do, but you can also just use it without the app once you've paired it. Basically, you're going to turn it on here, and you can choose the intensity, and then you're going to basically use this, and the app guides you, and there's all sorts of online tutorials. At first I was worried that it would be really difficult, but it's not at all. And you basically, as you see in the video I showed you, you're going to be doing basic moves that this part of it here kind of hugs the skin, and you can use it here for lymphatic drainage up. It's cooling, it's easy. You put this on first, or any other water-based lubricant that you want to use on the face, and and it's usually about $400. I mean, this is a complicated machine. There's a lot of instructions that come with it. And at first I was very put off, but when I really started doing my research on it, I was super surprised at how easy it was to use, how comforting it is, and how much it really does work. I really feel like I'm a little bit more chiseled. And I have one of my teenage daughters really wants to use it because I guess the kids are really into this now. It's kind of like really sharp jawline. Hey, it's never too early. So she wants to steal it from me, but I told her I wanted to use it for me first, and I'll let her use it. It's not dangerous, and it's a one-time purchase, but it's extremely pricey. So right now around the holidays, they are offering this. It's usually about $400, again, for 50% off and an extra 5% with my code BECCA5. And I just want you to experiment with it and see how to use it. Again, you could use it with or without the app. I kind of like I like the app. But once you learn how to do it, you'll do it on your own. And it's just a few minutes a day, and you'll totally see the benefits from it. It's not dangerous. Now, all of these, I do have to say, I'm not a dermatologist, so I do recommend that you always check with your dermatologist, do skin test first with any product that you're going to try. Obviously, don't just take my word for it, of course. All right, let's talk about the biggest thing here. I'm going to go off camera for a second and get it, because it's a big one. Stay right there. So I talked to you about the retinol treatment for hands, but I'm really kind of getting obsessed with the skin on the hands lately, and that's where this comes in. This is the CurrentBody Skin LED Hand Perfector. It's a big machine. It's not that big, but I just wanted to get it all in frame here. And basically what this does is it helps relieve and refresh the skin on your hands to make them look a little bit more youthful. I mean, I think really we all concentrate so much on skincare on our faces, and skincare is so important, probably more important than makeup, which is why I take it so seriously. Makeup, if you mess up, you just wash it off. But skincare can really affect it really affects the way we present and the way our skin on our faces look. We use a little bit less on the neck and the décolletage we should, but you know what really gives it away is the skin on our hands. I took a while ago, I kind of went really crazy about it, and I love when I can have the Versed skincare that's kind of a hand cream and legs and stuff with SPF in it. But it was never enough for me, so I started wearing these sun gloves. It embarrassed my children when I was out with them. I just became really obsessed with noting that the skin on our hands is kind of important. It's a real sign of aging. Not only does it get dry and chapped, but it also can start looking saggy and crepey. So when CurrentBody offered to send this to me, I was so excited. This is about $250, this machine, but they're giving you 20% off with my code Rebecca20, which is very exciting. It won't last forever. So Rebecca20, and I will have all that information below. So what this is it'll look kind of familiar if you get a gel or any sort of a manicure that uses gel or dip. Right? So you're going to turn it on. I will show you that little photo there, and it turns bright red, and then you'll insert your hands, just two hands into the slots, very comfortable, very roomy. It doesn't feel claustrophobic or anything like that. It's really easy to insert your hands into, and then it self-times for 10 minutes. I kind of like that because I do it. You could do it morning and night. You could do it just once a day. Now you want to do a skin test and all that first and make sure that everything is, good to go. Obviously, I'm not a dermatologist, and so of course these things come with the requisite warnings. But for most of us, it's an easy product to use. You're going to insert your hands, and it will have this kind of treatment for the skin. It's an LED treatment. Kind of like we use LED masks on our face with red lights, and the red lights, if you remember, if you've ever used a face lighting mask, and I use the CurrentBody one all the time. I've talked to you guys here about it before. The red light in the mask really helps with fine lines, wrinkles, and firmness. So it's going to be the same things. You're going to insert it in, and it will give that LED treatment just to your hands for 10 minutes once a day. Anytime you remember, anytime I kind of have 10 minutes, you can put it on your lap, on the couch if you're watching TV and use it. It does need to be plugged in, but the cord is nice and long. It's super easy to use, and it really feels like you're doing something for the skin on your hands, and everybody has 10 minutes when we're just sitting there, even if we're super busy. So I really like CurrentBody technology. Like I said, I use their face light mask, and I use it for the neck and décolletage as well. So it's a product I really believe in. I was really excited, and I appreciate them sending it to me, and I have been using it. I think my hands look pretty good. I take pretty good care of them because it's something I've been really intent upon. Using the Foreo this is kind of becoming important to me because I'm not getting younger. Like I said, even the kids are obsessed with this now, but I mean, chiseling this out and having something that does this to avoid eventually having to have any surgical procedures, because I'm a big chicken. All of these things are just really exciting to me. SPF body lotion, retinol hand lotion, all of these things are very exciting, and I've been really enjoying them. And like I told you guys, I'm very selective about the skincare I do. I use Tatcha and Drunk Elephant and City Beauty a lot, and I'll talk to you about them often. I don't even mind Charlotte Tilbury skincare. I like that as well. But I am, in a world of skincare, very picky about what I test out and what I use. And these products I have been trying, honestly, for about 6 months now before I would ever talk to you guys about it. Skincare is not something that's super quick. I couldn't try these and then talk to you about them the next day like I can with eye makeup. So I take this kind of very, very seriously, and I've got all sorts of savings. 20% on CurrentBody, and I believe that will be actually good throughout the shop. So you can buy other CurrentBody LED masks and stuff that are usually pricey. And then, of course, Foreo. I sometimes say Foreo, but I believe it's Foreo. And that will be 50% off, again, entire site. Extra 5% off if you use my code. And I really want you to check out BeautifiedYou, because with 27% off, that's amazing savings on brands you probably buy already. So check out all of these products. They've been really tested by me, and ask me any questions below, because I know a lot of these products are fun around the holidays because they're a little bit of a treat and a big expenditure, and I'm here to answer your questions. I have been testing and testing and testing, so I hope I look a little more chiseled and my hands look a little younger. I hope you can tell. I've really been working with them. Super proud of all of these products and wanted to share them with you. Have you subscribed to this channel? It will definitely help me if you can hit that button there and subscribe. I appreciate it very, very much. I'm here for all of your questions. It's what makes us a community. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye-bye.